Alright, so last time we were playing, we were still in a dungeon, and you guys had barely survived the Necromancer, speaking of which. I'm tracking you back over there. I've now uncovered everything.
Yeah, so, I think we need to ask for more money.
Oh yeah, that's right, you were threatening to ask for more money. Also, I believe you guys were planning to look around for stuff, yes?
Yeah, we were gonna check the sarcophaguses.
Alright, who wants to do a search? And who wants to help with
would
that
have
search?
no problem searching dead coffins. Or coffins full of dead body pieces or whatever.
Here's the thing, we're not going to have the entire party of 4 search, so...
Will this be investigation or perception?
This would be an investigation. You're looking for stuff.
I think Elena has a high investigation. Because she is technically a necromancer. Or
investigation,
wizard.
you got... Yeah, it's an intelligence, so you got a natural +3.
Yeah, so you should probably make the investigation check.
And I believe you can have one person help you, and that either means you get to roll 2 d20s, or the other person also rolls a d20.
I think I'll do 2 d20s because it'll give us 2 plus 3.
So, who do you want helping you?
I'll take the cleric.
Okay. You drag Theobald into it, and he's just like, alright, lass, and kind of comes over, and both of you start poking around, and according to those rolls, that's a natural 18 on 20?
That's
your intelligence roll, never mind.
Yeah, that's after the intelligence roll.
That's after the +3, so okay. Yeah, you start poking around, you got an 18. Alright. So I've randomly generated some stuff for you guys. Oh, actually, you know what? I remember how I was going to do this now. The first one's going to be any type uncommon, and the other one's going to be common any type as well. So, you rolled an 18. So, you get all the common stuff. So, you found a potion of healing. I'm not sure what to do about this. I might just make it into gold, but you got a staff of bird calls?
Real quick, should I still just keep track of all the loot? That's what I was doing before.
Yeah.
Okay. Potion of healing. Staff of bird calls?
Yup.
It's a common magic item.
The music just stopped. Never mind.
It's restarting. Yeah. Yeah, I figured it says where these what books these items come out of, but I can't off the top of my head name them all. Which one starts with an
X? Staff of Bird Calling, I'm pretty sure, is from Xanthar's Guide.
Xanthar's Guide. Okay. Yep. So that'd be a Xanthar. That's an X. A second potion of healing. You've also found a spell scroll of fog cloud.
Oh.
A spell scroll of druidcraft. Again, these are all just random things you guys got. Oh, I've seen this one. You got a wand of smiles.
What the fuck does a wand of smiles do?
Elena uses it on Xena.
Xena now has to smile for the next couple of minutes and is unable to stop it. I think it's like a 5 minutes per cast, I believe. And I think they usually are limited to only like 5 or 10 casts per wand.
Elena sees Xena smile and just goes, must be broken.
You find a spell scroll of poison spray.
Oh yes, poison spray.
Isn't that like a cantrip?
Maybe.
I can't remember if it was a cantrip or a first level spell. I know it's one
It's
of the
common,
two.
so it wouldn't be. It's either probably a level 1 or a cantrip.
Right.
You find 2 more healing potions.
Yeah, it is a cantrip. We got a total of 4 healing potions.
Yeah, they were
okay.
very heavy on your healing potions in the common listing here. And here's one I definitely don't know about, but seems interesting. You also found an unbreakable arrow.
It's a shame none of us use bows.
We'll find another person to join us, and they'll.
Hey, Kevin, quick, join our campaign as a ranger.
Here's your bow, buddy. Good luck. All
The only
right.
one I can see out of Kevin's mouth, because he said so much, is, "What a scorekeeper!"
Double checking.
Anyways,
Okay.
so is that all the items we found, or?
No, I've got the uncommon list. I've essentially made 2 lists. So the first 10 were
Wow.
were common stuff that you found in here, and then the second 10, depending upon how you went with your search, is what you also found. So there's 2 things on this list you won't get. But on top of everything you just found, you found 8 uncommon items. You found a potion of animal friendship,
Oh,
a potion of fire breath, I think that was the snort from the necromancer. A potion of animal friendship again. Ooh, next one's nice. A potion of greater healing. This one I'm not sure. Oh, okay. A group of +1 sling bullets, 20. Again, range stuff. You guys don't have any uses for it, so you might want to look into weapons or just says sell them for
actually,
cash.
I think a fighter or barbarian can use a sling. It's strength-based throwing weapon.
The thing is, I already have my throwing knives, plus I have cantrips that are ranged, so I have virtually no reason to get a real ranged weapon.
I was thinking of what our barbarian's name is.
The cleric might make more sense to get a sling.
Right.
That's a possibility. You also found a second greater healing potion. Wow, they just laid on the healing potions for you guys all of a sudden. A potion of hill giant strength.
Oh,
And a wand of web, which is one I've not heard of yet.
basically, it casts the spell web.
I assume that's some sort of hold spell then.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's not quite. It creates. It basically creates a web that you can't really place it directly on somebody, but you can. Say you're kind of luring enemies down a passage.
You
You could put the web in the way. So
swing the web and then you get a slow or a hold on them. Yeah.
Yeah. They basically got to make a saving throw to get through it without getting stuck.
Alrighty, and that is everything you found in there. Last time by the way, the last time I was checking this thing out, they threw a lot armor suits at you on the uncommon table. So it's interesting to see how it changed.
So, was there anything on the White Wizard?
Oh yes, the necromancer you slew. Actually, upon looking over him, you find, let's say you find another 10 gold. But then, Shola, you in particular found this very... wait.
Velena.
Shola. Wow. Velena. Velena, you found this very easily. As you're looking through his stuff, you just suddenly kind of almost sense something. And as you're moving about the stuff, you suddenly pull out this little trinket. At first you're not sure what to make of it, but as you're holding on to it, you just feel this dark energy coursing through it. It is quite possible that if the necromancer wanted to, he could probably have used this trinket to empower himself with corruption.
Ooh. So, does anyone see me pull this off the dead body?
That's a good question. Make a sleight of hand check. Let's see, what actually would that
I think
be?
I have a bad dexterity, don't I? This character has a bad dexterity, doesn't she? Yep.
Means you have to roll high. Oh yeah, you got -1. And what would it be? That'd be a...
Oh, wow, that's a pretty good one.
Oh wow, yeah, that's a 16. How does one...
I think it's passive perception. Or
Yeah,
passive-
how does one figure out passive perception?
It's 10 plus your wisdom modifier, or unless you have perception, then it's plus your perception bonus.
So for me, I'd have 13 for my passive perception then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's technically your wisdom. So yeah, you have a 13. Valenia has 11. What do the others have? You might have just gotten it past them.
I mean, the thing is, I actually have lousy wisdom, but I have 2 points into my perception from the bard stuff.
Geralt also has a plus to perception, but it's only a natural 12. So he didn't notice anything. And Theobald,
He's the one most likely to notice because he's got high wisdom.
that is quite possible. He did not grab perception, so he only has a natural 13. So you slipped it past everybody. You hold out the gold, and everyone's focused on the gold, and you find this little weird artifact, and you just go, oh, yoink.
Yeah. Guess where she hides it. Anyways, she
I
hides
was gonna say the lady's pocket.
lady's bucket.
Down the blouse.
Yeah, pretty much.
She put it in her horse pocket.
She put it in her. No, that'd be weird. My brain's going weird places. But anyways, yeah, she hides it and just goes and just kind of has a smile on her face, looking at Azina smiling. Just
As Azina is still, as you're finally wrapping this all up, Azina finally is no longer being forced to smile.
I was gonna fix your teeth with the unbreakable arrow. Not really.
Roll me a dex to see you don't poke yourself in the gums.
Yes, that's
Oh
why
my
I said
gosh,
not
I just
enough.
picture her using it like a toothpick, just going. So that's a one of smiles, huh? I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, she's just
I can see so many
nonchalantly
horrible
just
uses for the
smiling,
smiles,
just like,
but yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out how she would play this. Like, would she play it so thick that it's bad, or would she play it smart and just act like people think she would normally act? All happy and go giddy.
I'm not sure as to why you would act differently or for what reason.
Yeah. Well, she's trying to. The fact that she's trying to hide something, and I'm just wondering if she's bad at hiding something. Like,
that is the question. Yes.
yeah. So it's like.
So those
I
things
guess
where
she
it's like-
would be. I guess she would be. She would. She hit it well, I imagine. So she's just trying to act casual, but doing a poor job of acting casual.
I just kind of picture Azina looking at her and going, "Whatever it is, I don't care."
Which immediately gets the other two guys to turn around and go, "What?" That's something that obviously slipped past them at the moment.
Did I ever tell you how you two are so handsome?
I just go, Valina's just being Valina again.
Theobald raises an eyebrow, and Geralt just kind of skulls, like, "What the hell's going on now?" To which also Geralt just goes, okay, whatever, let's get going. Don't need to hang around the corpses anymore. We need to demand some better freaking pay.
Yeah, I think I kind of like bring one of the skulls. I go, just to know, you know, as proof of what was going on. He's like,
Geralt is, by the way, already grabbing up the necromancer's head and wrapping that up in a piece of cloth. He's gonna spook the people into giving them more money for killing a necromancer.
Yeah, but she, Valina puts the hands on the body on top of each other, just kind of cleans up best she can and just gives it a proper pose in there.
You gotta remember his head was actually knocked off across.
I know.
That's not. Yeah, he's not arguing that.
It's just she's trying to. And Valina, when I don't like as happy and go lucky as Valina is, I don't think she would lose her shit over a corpse with her head knocked off, because giving her background where she was from.
Yeah, but I thought you were more like you didn't want anyone desecrating the corpse or whatever.
Well, I think she's just trying to give it.
She's just giving it a final touch for at least now.
Yeah.
Since while she didn't know the person, she knew where the person came from.
But actually, if he's got the freaking necromancer's head, I'm not going to bother with the skulls.
Well, I think Valina's collecting the skulls anyway.
Yeah, she is.
Look at this lovely necklace. You're weird.
Oh, it's not a necklace. I'm making an altar.
An altar? To the bone god! Bones for the bone god, blood for the blood god.
And potatoes for the spud god.
But what does the god of hellfire get?
He gets a song by Arthur Brown.
Alright, so I take it you guys are good then?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're going to head back to the place.
Grab an armload of loot and you pocket it all away and take all the skulls and the extra necromancer head and start heading back to the owner.
Right.
Once you get back to the owner is kind of surprised when she answers the door. Not only does she expect you guys a little bit sooner, but you guys look all kinds of beat up to her at this point. Poor Valena was knocked out cold twice.
I was knocked out once.
You were knocked out. Azina was knocked out once, and Geralt is probably still defrosting slightly after that nasty raid that knocked out Valena and nearly knocked out him.
I just look at the owner and go, "You didn't have rats. You had skeletons."
She's like, "Skeletons? What do you mean skeletons?" And then she suddenly sees the armload that Valena has. And then Geralt unfolds the piece of cloth he had and literally just sticks the necromancer's head in her face. The owner just literally screeches and jumps back.
I'm gonna repeat a line from a lizard I know. You might want to change your drawers.
Well, there was a crypt in the mountain behind the house.
She, after taking a moment to recover, and by the way, after that screech, her husband, who is a carpenter and does some of the patch-up work for the houses they own, was already there too, like, what the fuck is going on? It's not every day he hears his wife in a panic. And she's just like, oh, okay, hold on. You're saying there was a crypt in the cliffside behind the house?
Yes. There was a... I don't know why there was a passageway in the house leading into the mountain, and there was a necromancer that had made a bunch of skeletons.
She's trying to take this all in stride, but seeing the horrific mess you guys came back with, she can't say no to that at the moment, at the very least. And she's just like, oh, okay. And also, it's also a bit awkward seeing a necromancer head right there, and there's another person dressed all in white in the group. So it's a little bit awkward, but she's letting it pass because at least, assumably, the necromancer in your group is being monitored.
Yeah,
for
and
not
I
doing
don't think it
crazy
helps.
shit.
She's like, I don't think it helps. She has like this belt with skulls surrounding it.
But she's just like, okay.
Yeah, as they're staring at her, monitoring her, she just waits high.
Hi. So I take it then he must have broken in from the outside, I assume. Must have been what scared the original renters. Okay, yeah, I definitely owe you bigger for this. This was far bigger mess than even my husband saw. He just saw something out in the hallway there. And figured it was too bigger to mess with and we should hire somebody. Apparently it was bigger than even he thought. She starts going through her purse. So originally she was going to give like a, say like a, like 20 gold, maybe more, and now she's just looking at this like, oh god, you just probably saved the fucking town, not to mention saving my house from further disrepair. So, she basically doubles the amount she was originally going to give you, and you get an additional 40 gold altogether for the job.
40 gold. So on top of the gold we already had from Necromancer, puts us at 50.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So you turn a nice tiny profit, and you've still got a boatload of stuff that you need to sort through and figure out who's actually gonna keep stuff and who's gonna get rid of it.
Or if we're gonna sell any of it, yeah. I kind of look at the gold and I go, "Oh, thanks. I think I'm gonna use some of this to go get myself some medicine, and by medicine, I mean booze. I have a headache."
Booze is for healing.
By the way, you
my
still
brain
have
just
us on the
pipes in
Still
instantly.
have us on the dungeon map. I don't know if you intended to switch back.
Yeah, I just had you on the dungeon map at least for looting, so yeah, I guess I can bring it back.
I think Valena just has that one awkward moment. She goes, "Well, I had a wonderful time," and everyone just stares at her.
Yep, everyone now just looks at you like, huh?
I go, "Really? You must like getting knocked unconscious a lot more than I do."
Well, if I die, I get raised as undead to the glory of the White Witch.
And you just see everyone suddenly turn to the sour looks, just look at you like, holy shit, this bitch is crazy.
Pretty much.
I just kind of look at Garroth and go, "I think we might need to buy a muzzle."
Geralt kind of looks back at you like, I'm not sure a muzzle will help. I've often pondered buying a small plow of land to make a shallow grave.
Oh, that.
Because let's face it, you guys allied were crazy.
Yeah. I go, you know what? I just kind of look at the owners. I go, "Thank you for your time. I'm gonna get my friends away from here before you all think we're insane."
Too late, but good luck. Chris kind of smiles nervously as you all leave and just like, oh, thank God they didn't leave any of the heads with us.
Oh, the necromancer head
She
still
immediately
there.
also turns around to her husband and just is like, okay, you need to get back over to that house. You need to figure out what the hell kind of damage just happened. And you need to make sure that this never happens again.
Yeah, no, they're probably gonna want like a freaking priest or something to sanctify the place after that.
They're going to need like several priests and Mitra just there, just going, evil spirits be gone! Evil spirits be gone!
I didn't realize Theobald's probably the most normal person in the group aside from me.
Probably. He's not quite as savage as the barbarian. He's not completely out of his gourd like the necromancer wizard.
I'm sorry, it's just how she is. She was raised in a society.
All right, so I
Grade
say,
A bunkers.
That's the same excuse for the barbarian. He was just raised in a society where we just smash everyone's skull in for being an asshole.
I say we should probably go back to the inn, rest for the night before we head out for the ruins tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that'd be very
yeah.
nice for you a lot.
We got a lot. That was a lot rougher than I thought it was going to be when we went into that.
Yeah. Question.
Hmm.
Is there like a possibility of like, well, not baths like in the market, but more like getting like a kind of a wooden tub or something that can be filled with water or something in the room? Would that be possible?
You mean get something up in your room for
Yeah.
like at the end? I think you could probably ask downstairs, and they might be able to bring something up for you, and then you just have to try and find a source of water for yourself to bathe in, and if you
Sure.
want water in the tub.
So
Right.
I'm doing the math for divvying up the gold.
Mm-hmm.
2 of us are going to get 12, and 2 of us are going to get 13 because you can't divide 50 by 4.
Or you just leave 2 extra gold aside for now, and that's just group money.
Okay, then yeah, everybody gets 12 then.
Yep.
12
All
gold.
the uneven just gets set aside, and that's the extra dip money.
I just kind of look at our money and I go, it's going to take a lot longer to get a ship than I thought.
To which Theobald's response is, "Well, lass, the thing is that we have to see what we find when we go on our next little excursion. I believe you plan to go to seek the ruins to the north, yes?
Yes.
Definitely depends what we find there. We might find better stuff than we found in this one anyways. Plus, we haven't
Actually-
sold all the extra gear either.
Right. Okay, let's see. Might as well get divvying this stuff up. We got 4 potions of healing, so probably.
Oh yeah,
give
you
one
got
each
4
to-
potions of healing, so everyone just gets an extra potion of healing now.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, and you have to decide as a group who's going to get the great potions.
Yeah, there's 2 of them. Let me. I gotta reopen my character sheet because of the fact that
Yeah.
I need to get it back into this same window as the game so that I can drag and drop stuff from the compendium.
So you
Ah,
you were
don't.
playing that everyone's going to go to sleep, yes?
Well, we're gonna divvy up the stuff at the. Well, I'm assuming we're gonna like eat at like the freaking.
Oh yeah,
tavern
the
or
tavern will
whatever
cover
first.
you for food, especially since you're already paying for rooms anyways.
So I kind of assume we're resting a little bit and deciding what to do with the loot before we actually turn in.
That's definitely a possibility, and I can insist, since you're not going to be getting to any action, I can just hit long rest on everybody anyway.
Right. I gotta decide, or actually, what is the greater potion of healing? It's not in the compendium.
Oh, I think that was possibly one of the extended things here.
The regular is 2d4 plus 2 hit points healed.
I think it might have been 2d8. I can't remember how they do that.
I'll look it up. I got D&D Beyond up.
Healing 5e. Potion of healing, it's a greater, yes?
Yeah.
4d4. So
Okay.
they improved the dice by 2 for each level.
Either way, I'm going to suggest we probably give those to Garroth and Theobald because Garroth, our beefy, tanky guy, and Theobald is the guy that has the most healing abilities, so him being able to keep himself alive is more important.
Very true, and they also have the biggest hit points out of everyone, so having the bigger healing potion to just quickly take it and keep running is probably the best option.
Alright.
Oh,
am I able to find warm water or anything?
I believe there's trying to think how this would kind of run. You know what? Being that it was a tavern that you're at, most likely it was probably built near a well, so there's definitely easy access to well water. It might be
Yeah.
up to you though as to how you're going to warm it up.
What cantrips do I have?
Spell scrolls are like basically a single-use spell cast, right?
And you can also use them to enter them into a spell book if you happen to be a wizard.
Yeah,
And it's
but
a
none of us
wizard
are
spell.
wizards.
Can
oh, wait, no, she's a
prestidigitation?
wizard.
Yeah, would
Sorry.
prestidigitation warm up water?
I was gonna say, let me see what it does. I forget what
Like
all
I
it does.
know
It
it can
doesn't.
clean up. It can clean water.
Yeah, that
That's
doesn't give me enough details. Here, let me. Because I know I've seen like the video on it. Yeah.
I guess I'll give.
Prestidigitation. You can create one of the following effects. You can create harmless sensory effect. You light or put a small fire. Put out a small fire. You clean or soil an object no larger than 1 cubic foot. You can chill, warm, or flavor up to 1 cubic foot of non-living material for 1 hour, which means you can at least make a central portion of water warm with
right.
1 central square foot of warm water in there with prestidigitation.
All right. So I'm gonna warm up the.
Prestidigi. So okay, yeah, you use actually, matter of fact, since it lasts for an hour, you probably just cast it once, and after a couple of minutes, it's actually probably steaming up nicely for you. As
And
heat spreads.
she's going to bathe and clean up her wounds, basically.
Alrighty.
And then examine while she's in her warm bath the item she found.
Speaking of which ones did you grab? Oh, you mean the one that you tucked away?
Yeah, tucked away.
Your tucked away item, yeah, it's essentially a little black totem. The long and the short of it is that this is an item that you can allow yourself to use to corrupt yourself. Corruption will add double the dice to your magic spells, but it will also take away, I believe it's 2 Constitution. Yeah, it'll take away 2 Constitution, but it will add double dice to your magic spells. So if you're using something that's a 2-hit spell that you need to roll for it to hit, you get. Actually, I'm not sure if the 2-hit. I need to actually look on that. I'm not sure about the adding to the 2-hit, but the damage it does will be double if it hits.
Wow. The Wand of Web actually regenerates charges.
Oh, that's kind of handy.
Except if you use the last charge in it, you gotta roll a d20, and if you roll a 1, it crumbles.
Ooh, okay.
It starts with 7 charges, though.
So yeah, as long as you don't use 7 charges
Yeah.
in one day, you can keep that thing going.
Well, what it is, it says, the description on here says it regains 1d6 plus 1 charges daily.
At least 1, yeah.
So no, actually, it's technically at least 2 because it's 1d6 plus 1.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what Valina will sit and think about it, like whether or not to use it.
Oh yeah, and to further note on that particular item, because it's a small item and not like a big large one for corruption, you can use it and gain a corruption, but you can only use it once per day, and otherwise it needs to sit a while for another 24 hours and recharge before you can
Okay.
use it for more corruption.
I think she'll make a. Like, how big is the totem?
The object, well, obviously it's big enough for you to quickly pocket without anyone using it. Essentially, it's small enough that she could probably put it in like a little pouch or in a normal pocket on her outfit or somewhere, and it would just easily be hidden.
Okay, I think she'll do a
Because
pouch.
technically you have like multiple little pouches or a couple of extra bags either way for some
So
of the
it's a
materials you need for
temporary.
spells.
Is this a permanent corruption or a temporary corruption?
The way corruption works is that it will stick with you, but you can do something like, say, matter of fact, now that you have a cleric in the group, you could probably ask him to help pray to Mitra for a while, and after, say, a half hour of prayer, you can get rid of the corruption.
I think Valina's gonna save it for an emergency when she needs
Probably the best, and it's pretty quick to get that corruption, anyways. But it takes a while to get rid of.
it. Right.
It's easy to get the nasty. It's not easy to get rid of the nasty.
Right. So she'll just hold on to it for now.
So
Alrighty.
I had a funny thought. What if we give the potion of fire breath to Garroth?
Well,
Right,
I
as he's
mean, it's not
freaking,
impossible,
flaming
but
bull-
it's going to be a new experience for him because he hasn't dabbled in magic at all. In fact, Sumerians are not as superstitious as some, but they still see magic happen and go, "Oh shit!"
I just find a picture of going, I just breathe fire!
I just picture him like Azina handing it to Garroth and going, Garroth here while he's drinking. He's like, and he drinks it, and then he's drinking his alcohol, and he accidentally blows fire into his alcohol, and it catches fire.
Yeah, he just licks the potion over, pops the cork, ugh, chugs it. It puts a beer to his, puts some meat to his face, and all of a sudden, as he's in the middle of drinking,
Evil beer! Evil beer!
dark magic spells, and oh my god, my breath!
But I
He just looks
say,
stunned at the rest of the group as he's now got a hand clamped over his mouth.
did this actually happen?
No,
Or
we're
we
not gonna
just
waste the
gonna
spell. We're not gonna waste the potion. Just a funny thought.
Yeah. Okay. So, quick. Does anyone have any objections to me taking the wand of web?
No. But the question is, who gets the wand of smiles?
I was actually going to suggest we see if we can sell that one.
Okay, yeah, we can sell that one.
But okay, so that's get rid of that. I'm gonna because I'm just trying to decide how to. I say we give the scroll of fog cloud and poison spray to Valena because, well,
Right.
she
She
can
can actually learn that.
them. She can learn them.
Right. So
Extra goodies in your grab bag. Which reminds me, for Valena, I'm allowing her at least a couple more spells so she can enter in on her own without any extra cost. At least when it comes to new stuff like through scrolls.
Well, yeah,
Excuse me.
you're not wizards aren't.
But after a
supposed
while,
to,
she's gonna have to double down money on some paper and ink.
oh yeah, that's right. Because you need to pay for the materials. I
Mhm.
forgot
Right.
about that.
Temporarily for now, though, I'm allowing it for a couple more spells.
all right.
If you happen to find any.
All right, so there's that. She can't learn the druid craft, so I'm undecided on what to do with that yet. But did you mark those down on your character so I can get rid of them from my notes?
It was fog cloud and it's poison spray.
Yes.
All right. All right, and I'm gonna go to. Gosh damn, this huge list.
Yeah, so I'm actually thinking fire breath, either Garroth or Theobald, and the other one, whoever doesn't take fire breath gets the hill giant strength potion.
Maybe give it to Garroth, the Hill Giant Strength, because he could use that. Like really
Actually, yeah. If you give the Hill Giant strength to Garroth, he'd be broken wrong.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll give the fire breath one to Theobald then. Because those are both potions that really require you being up close,
Mm-hmm.
and they got the most hit points, so it makes sense for them to have those.
Besides, I think Theobald would be the one to more cleverly use Fire Breath to better use than Garroth might.
Yeah, because
Garroth might just pop it at a random chance and just go, oh shit, oh fuck, and every time he says anything, boom, 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 in all directions.
Although I do picture him using fire breath, a picture being similar to freaking Broly shooting laser beams out of his mouth in the Broly movie.
Fire in my fire! Oh god, fire!
Wait, they had a guy like that called Deborah, who was the king of the demons in the
All right,
Babidi
yeah,
arc.
yeah. The Burrow is awesome. He did not get enough use out of him when they actually. Potion. Let's see. So that's both the potions. That just leaves the staff of bird calling, the druid craft scroll, wand of smiles, unbreakable arrow, potions of animal friendship, and the sling bullets. I don't think you can really sell the sling bullets because they're literally just rocks.
Swing bullets? No, they're like essentially. Well, they'd actually would first of all be made out of metal, and furthermore, they're a +1.
You hear from upstairs, from the bath. We need a druid, Azina.
No, we don't. We got this guy, and just look at pat Theobald on the shoulder.
Oh, well, thank you, but where would we get a druid in an hour like this? Matter of fact, he kind of thinks to himself and looks around puzzled. I can think of maybe a place you could get a warlock.
Yeah, I think we're good for right now. The rest of this, like, I don't know if I actually care about the potions of animal friendship. I mean, I guess they could come in handy in the right situation.
Quite possibly.
I get staff of bird calling. I don't really know
what that even does.
I'm assuming it calls birds that are under your command.
Yeah. Apparently, with the common side of the table rolled old druid.
Yeah, the rest of this stuff I'm just gonna kind of keep in like the community stash until we decide what to do with it.
Well,
Right.
if y'all have no use for it, you might as well probably sell it the next morning.
Well, it's more of the things that some of them I'm just trying to think if I want to keep them. The wand of smiles, the unbreakable arrow, and the sling bullets. Those I'm fine with trying to get rid of. The other things I'm not decided on yet.
Right.
Might as well sell the Druidcraft scroll because thing is, where are you going to sell a magic scroll?
Yeah, and if we did find a druid, that'd probably be one of their cantrips. Anyways.
Yeah,
Because-
so I'm assuming, I guess the rest we just turn in for the night because we're done deciding. We're done divvying up the stuff we actually are sure we want.
All right. So then you all go to your rests then. It's a decent enough part of town that you're at, so there's not really any worry about being mugged or anything, and you all are tired
Right.
enough that you go to bed pretty quickly anyways when you finally hit the hay.
Alright. Blaine's gonna lock the door, make sure it's careful. And oh yeah. Before she goes to bed and sleep at night, she's gonna take all those skulls, make a little altar, and pray to it. And then now she's said her nightly prayer, she's gonna go to bed and just look at the skulls and go, night, and just go to bed.
I'm glad that none of us are in the room to see that.
Speaking of which, Theobald's happy. He gets to actually have a real bed tonight. He's been living on the cheap for a while.
Oh yeah, how much did the rooms cost us for the night?
That's actually a good question.
Because I'm assuming it's not like we're not just.
It's not going to be overly cheap either because you actually have rooms with locks. I'd say 10 silver. It's not a big price to ask.
So that's basically 1 gold.
Oh, was that 1 gold? 5
Yeah.
silver then.
That's
Okay.
I'm like, it's not quite a gold level. Silver level though.
Because 10 copper is a silver, 10 silver is a gold, 10 gold is a platinum. There's a spot for Electrum, which is just confusing, so no one ever uses Electrum because it's like a weird conversion rate compared to the rest of them.
Yeah. Though I found out in FR, there's a place full of werewolves, so they never trade in silver. So you have to use Electrum.
That would be understandable for that weird particular predicament, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, you were saying you guys got 12 gold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's down to 11. I didn't actually roll for his starting gold. Whoops. I will have to remind myself I need to still roll for Theobald's starting gold. That just mostly so he can catch up to you guys. But for now, he's got a nice amount of gold on him, and he spent only half of one for the bedroom tonight. Well, that's right. I assume no one else entered items, so I assume I still need to give these guys items. Just having to think.
You know what Electrum is it's worth... One Electrum is worth 5 silver, so an Electrum is half of a gold. That's what it is. It's like Electrum is basically a $50.
Hmm.
All right.
I just looked at a coin converter to figure out what the values were real quick, but
Let me see here.
Yeah.
I assume there isn't a greater potion of healing.
huh? Oh, on the compendium, no, because it only gives you stuff from the expansion books if you've bought the expansion books on Roll20.
R. So if I can enter this again, maybe? Okay. Oops. It's not what I wanted to do.
Basically, you have to add it to the character sheet and then edit it to be
Yep.
something else.
Which reminds me, I need to hit the pencil up here in order to edit it. There we go. Great healing and
It's 44 plus 2,
Yeah.
right?
44 instead of a 2d4. Alright, and now I need to enter the same for Garoth. For potions. Come on, there we go. Because the last thing I need is for the NPCs to go about their needed items too, because all of a sudden they're going to get smacked by something and are about to die. I wish you could just drag and drop those two, dang it. I wish you could make items in your inventory and you can just drag and drop it to another character sheet.
Yeah, it would be nice, but there's not that. They want to incentivize you to buy the freaking books on Roll20.
Yeah.
So they make it a pain in the ass to do anything if you're not using the
That's not
compendium.
what I want you to do, please. I keep trying to edit things and I keep clicking them instead of actually editing them. How do I get rid of stuff? Like items.
You have to when you're in the edit thing, there should be at the bottom of the item list there should be a button that says modify.
Oh,
Alright.
there we go.
When you click that, there'll be like a trash can next to the items that you can use to delete them.
There we go. Because for some reason it dragged it into Theobald and not to Garoth, and that's just annoying. So I'm going to drag Theobald all the way to the side here. Now, if you don't mind, please drop it in the proper one now. You still did it again.
You got both the character sheets open at the same time?
Yes, because it's easier
Maybe-
that way. Apparently, I have to
maybe-
close it. Yeah.
Yeah, close Theobald's until you're done getting the potion added to Gareth.
Well, I had them both open because it was going to be easier to edit them to have them both out, but yeah. Okay.
Unfortunately, some things are not as simply designed for somebody that's managing more than one character at the same time. I really need to buy more of the books on Fantasy Grounds for when we actually switch to that on when I'm DMing.
Yep. Okay, and we gave Potion of Giant Strength?
Yeah, to Garroth.
Alright,
Sure.
thank goodness that's there. Drag and drop. And Theobald got a Potion of
Fire.
Fire.
Yeah,
Searching.
it's not in there. They only got fire resistance.
Yeah, it's entered in Potion of Fire and it's not coming up with anything right now. Error has occurred. Yeah, bite me.
You'll have to just add manually add an item.
Yeah, I'm just going to manually add a quick item in there because I don't know if we're going to need it today.
Yeah, you'll be a thing to like add the stats to it later when you got time, basically.
Or at the very least have a tab open where I can quickly research it. Alright, I have to go back up to the pencil, click on the pencil, go scroll all the way back down. Now I can add items. Potion of Fire Breath. There we go. Enter. That's all I need to worry about for right now. Okay. Alright, so in the morning, I take it the first thing you're going to do is go out and go alleviate yourself of extra gear.
Right.
Yeah. At least
Valena is actually, is there? Yeah, she was roughed up in the last fight. So is there like a tailor or something that can fix clothes that have been torn to shreds like that?
I can't remember. Can prestidigitation mend stuff, or is that actually another spell?
That's another spell. That'd be mending.
Alright. Matter of fact, let me check something, because now that I think of it, I think I might have thought about grabbing that for Theobald. And if I'm not mistaken, that's technically a cantrip.
Yes, it is.
And yes, he does have mending as a cantrip.
So
Basically, you just go to Theobald in the morning and just go, by the way, can you patch up some of this? And he's able to fix up a couple of holes per day.
All right.
No need for sewing, no need for tailors.
So, obviously, I'm assuming we're gonna go to a weapon shop to get rid of the arrow and the sling bullets.
Yeah, if you're hard pressed to get rid of those, you can just go to a weapon shop for that.
Right. So, maybe wasn't there maybe the weapon shop where we got my great sword?
Sure. I also have to look up how much these things are. So it's a unbreakable arrow.
Yes.
Well, arrow.
I don't know. Yeah, that's going to be a hard thing to price because magic items usually go for a lot, but it's also a piece of ammo. Like there's no getting around that. It's not like a sword that you're gonna. An unbreakable sword would be vastly more useful.
Wait, here's a question. No, this isn't like regular D&D. This is Conan.
Yep.
But I would ask it, is there a shop they can switch enchantments?
I don't really think that's the thing.
There is ability to remove and move enchantments to other things in D&D. I would take it that you would have to actually find a very skilled craftsman wizard for that kind of thing, though.
Yeah.
And you're probably not going to find it in a rinky-dink town like this.
Right.
As big and as populated as this place is, which, by the way, trying to remember which picture you guys. Yeah, you're looking at this big thing. So you're looking at that city picture on the map, next to the map there.
Right.
Now, you're seeing just the buildings from one angle. Now, imagine you look to your left, your right, and you're seeing more of the exact same buildings all around for quite some distance in all directions. And by the way, that picture itself is taken while standing on top of yet another building. So even behind you, there's even more stuff.
Right.
It's a pretty sizable settlement, but I would also have to note that a lot of people are still slightly superstitious, especially when it comes to magic, because it's not a very common, frequent thing, all depending. So when it comes to especially like wizards who are into crafting magical items, you're probably going to have to just happen to bump into one. And most likely they live out of town because they don't want people nosing around.
Right.
Right.
So finding one in town is highly unlikely unless you just get lucky.
So
You're more likely to bump into one out in the middle of nowhere, and even then it's not a guarantee they're going to be friendly enough to let you in and just start working the forge. You know?
right.
So, yeah.
So I guess we go to sell the items.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But how are we gonna sell the Wanna Smiles real quick?
Well, I was gonna worry about getting rid of the ammunition first.
Right.
Yeah, I was trying to look up unbreakable arrow cost. Says the cost is 4 gold per. Wait. I'm trying. Yeah, there's like nothing decent to actually look this stuff up. It's how much is a regular arrow?
I'm about to open the player's handbook PDF so I can check some of this stuff.
Sources,
Yoink.
equipment, arrow. Oh, arrows. They are 1 gold piece a piece.
For an arrow?
Yeah. 1 gold.
The 1 gold for 20 of them. You gotta remember the 20 over there by the arrows.
Oh.
You know what? I'd say you can probably sell a single unbreakable one for gold.
And sling bullets go for 4 copper for 20, so we're not even going to be able to get 4 copper for
Except those are +1s as well.
Oh, you didn't tell me that.
I said that to you twice because you kept just calling them regular sling bullets.
He did say that twice, Ozzy. Sorry to say that.
I don't know how
You
I
kept
didn't
not
get
listening to me. Yeah, those are +1 sling bullets. So actually, they're still sling bullets, but they're relatively useful.
Yes, maybe we should actually just buy a sling for the cleric.
Okay, so you're thinking about buying a sling instead for that. I think that would be a backtrack to the previous page.
It's 1 silver for a sling. Because it's really just a freaking piece of cloth that you put rocks in.
Yeah, plugging it up.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
a
there it
silver.
is.
Yeah,
it's
there it is.
silver.
1 silver
It's
piece.
a 1d4 bludgeoning, which means it'll be a 1d4 +1 plus his. What does
Strength
it
modifier.
use? The strength? Okay.
I
So-
think.
So, yeah. Alright. Yeah, if you're up for buying that. Matter of fact, Theobald could probably just buy a sling for himself if you're interested in just
Yeah.
arming him with some.
Yeah, he can have the
Ammunition.
sling bullets.
Yeah.
Well, we got rid of the unbreakable arrow, so that's 1 gold. So that's
So that already makes up for it too. Or at least
That
you can
puts us
put.
at that puts us at 3 community gold because of the 2 that we couldn't split.
Yep, that puts it at 3 community gold for selling that, and you keep the bullets, and now Theobald has ranged. Speaking of which,
Oh my god!
should try and double check and make sure to update his character sheet again. Don't want to fall behind on that because.
Oh my gosh! I just realized something. The end. Does it have housekeeping or anything back in this era?
Well, they have to have some sort of variant of it because you don't want to just leave dirty sheets on the beds. Get rodents.
There's
and
a
bugs that
creepy
way.
altar of skulls on the, like in an area in the room, and they're gonna walk in and see that.
If you left your stuff behind, yeah. Oh dear. Yes, you get back to the tavern and one of the maids is freaking her shit out because there's a collection of skulls in a room.
Well, I was gonna say though, before we leave the weapon place, though, I was gonna ask the shop owner, do you know of anyone in the town that has trouble making their employees smile? Like, I'm being serious.
Oh dear. Just a moment. I'm trying to add. Where did the ammo go? I added sling bullet. I added bullets, and I need to alter it, but I'm not sure where it went.
Ammo. There's a spot underneath the weapons for where ammo goes.
Okay, there it is. So I need to edit this. I keep losing my place now. Okay. It's underneath the weapons. There it is.
Actually, I'm trying to remember. Does he use a regular mace?
He does have a regular mace. He also has a longsword.
Alright, that's right.
Wait. That's not what I was looking for.
We're trying to figure out how to make him add the +1 to the sling, I'm guessing.
Okay, modify. Yeah, for some reason he already had a sling bullets in here. Not sure why.
I think it automatically adds them to the ammo when you add a sling to the.
Oh, maybe.
Because when I added dagger to my weapons, it suddenly put daggers in my ammo because of the fact that daggers can be thrown.
Okay. And somehow I added sling bullets back in again. What?
We can worry about it.
Yeah, I'm just going to ignore that for now.
Yeah, we can worry about it later. So, Azina asked, is there an employer as employees having a hard time smiling?
Yeah, is there anyone that's having trouble getting their employees to smile?
The smith looks at you awkwardly for a moment and goes, if there's a place with less smiles, it would be the docks. Those poor bastards are worked to the bone. I assume that's all the information you need.
I was more thinking about like somebody that had like maybe a waitress that couldn't get the smile for the customers, but I'm
just
not gonna pry.
Smiles.
I'm not gonna pry further than that because he's probably gonna get too weirded out if I ask him really weird questions like that.
Would Wait, who's holding the wand right now?
I'm
Assumably, Azina has the one that smiles on her at the moment, with
Okay,
packed
okay.
away with the other stuff.
Did you know if there's a place that has a waitress hard time smiling, we could check our local inn.
You mean the one that we were at?
Yeah, like maybe he needs to get some of their staff workers to smile. Because
I've got an idea, but we'll hold it back on that. So, is there anything else you wanted to do?
No, because the rest of the stuff I'm not deciding what we're gonna do with it yet.
yeah,
All right. So, do you want to head back to the tavern then to get the rest of your
Yeah.
stuff before you head out?
Yeah.
All right. You head back to the tavern, and by the way, just as predicted, by the time you get back, because you didn't put away the skulls, there is in fact a serving woman at the front desk freaking out about seeing skulls in one of the bedrooms. The guy at the front desk is like totally not sure what to think about this, and obviously this woman is not smiling.
That would be so wrong to just use it on her like that.
Well, let me say a line from a show. Do it, freaking do it.
You know what? Screw it. Yeah, I used the wand on her.
And another thing, why am I suddenly smiling? Oh my god, I'm suddenly smiling. There's skulls in this building. Oh my god. the guy at the front desk is freaking out even more. As suddenly his worker can't stop smiling about the fact that there's fucking remains of dead people in that building.
And I look at Valena and I go freaking clean your crap up before anyone else goes up there.
Fine. And she just goes up and hides it under the bed.
Oh, we're getting ready to
And
go, so you might want to tuck it into your bag, actually.
Okay, I'll tuck in the little altar thing into the bag.
I look at Theobald and I go, you want to help me try and make a sales pitch?
Theobald looks concerned as to which direction you're going with this, but agrees to follow.
Yeah, I talk about, you know. I kind of walk up to the innkeeper. The innkeeper. I go, it's really sorry about my friend, but it does help us demonstrate the usefulness of this product.
But wait, there's more.
I go, this magical wand will allow you to make any of your employees smile when you need them to.
The man at the front desk looks very concerned about the fact that you're waving around this magical item that can suddenly make people smile, but at the same time as you're mentioning the fact that he can do it to anyone, he is actually getting ideas. To anyone you say, you're not listening to me about the skulls. Shh. Go on.
I go, this could be yours for a simple 5 gold pieces.
He ponders it for a moment, looks at the wand, looks at this coworker, looks at some of the other coworkers who are, like the chef in particular, he can see from here, who's usually sitting there at the bar, scowling, cleaning up a glass. Slowly, he pushes 5 gold across the counter to you and reaches out to take the wand.
I hand him the wand.
He takes a moment to try and figure it out, aims the wand, and suddenly the barkeeper is smiling into the glass he's polishing and just then looks up very confused why he suddenly can't stop smiling. Literally starts trying to push his cheeks back down. The man at the front desk is just like, I could find too many uses for this. and slowly pockets it.
Hey,
And
yeah.
one more thing. Is that woman still smiling, talking about skulls?
For the moment, yes. There's you still got
So
like probably a
Valina
couple
comes
minutes
up and
yet.
goes. So sees her smiling, not knowing that Alzina did that. And goes, I have an interest in skulls too. And she smiles.
You just see her unable to stop smiling, and you just hear a little out of her.
Oh, this. Wow.
I love this art since the Tommy Wiseau master.
I didn't actually need Theobald, but it was nice to have him there as backup just in case.
Yeah, Theobald is just looking at all the chaos with grinning faces. It's just like, I'm pretty sure at some level this is a sin, but I'll worry about it later.
How can it be a sin? Everyone's so happy.
Maybe on the outside, maybe on the outside.
And Valina just, how can it be a sin? I'm making new friends.
I go, we should probably go before she causes
the
more
cleric
trouble.
literally looks right to the wizard's eyes and goes, I'm worried about what your new friends look like. I assume they're white and in a bag somewhere.
So forget, are we going to try to boat up to the ruins, or what was...
Yeah.
That you were crossing the mission you already did with the mission that is going up north. No, going up
Right.
north means you are literally walking into desert.
Okay.
Right. All right.
Yeah, it makes sense. Especially because really using the freaking canoe thing was pushing it with 3 people, let alone 4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Right.
you need a bigger boat of some kind before you try to venture off of this party.
All right.
Well, we should get going before, and then hope everyone forgets all of this before we come back.
I can only pray. And quickly Theobald falls along. Geralf is actually sitting back just smirking at all the chaos and doesn't really care.
I like the picture.
A bunch of civilized people are forced to be more civilized than they want to be.
I like the picture of the innkeeper's like, okay, now let me see this. I don't see any.
You
Where does
lied
this
to
go?
me.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you're going to, I can only see him now just going to a customer giving him a hard time. If you're going to lie to me, the least you could do is smile about it. I didn't lie, now why am I smiling?
I just want to see him once, someone, and go, let's put a smile on that face.
Like the thing is, like I think because I work in retail in real life, like the first thought in my mind is you can make your employees smile with this.
Yeah, it's hard to get employees to smile.
Smile, although their heart is breaking. Oh, okay, that's fucking weird.
What?
Are you noticing what I'm noticing at the top here by your guys' icons?
What?
There's 2 Theobalds.
For me, there's still only one.
Which one do you see?
The one that's over near the
no.
D&D logo.
Yeah.
It's now underneath it,
Yeah.
so you don't see this one at all.
No.
Which one? Like,
I'm moving another one, so
do the ping thing so we can. Is it like here?
I moved him up here.
Yeah, no, there's nothing there for us. At least for me.
All right, that's weird. He
Yeah,
just
probably
suddenly
just-
appeared on me.
Yeah, probably just delete that one because that might be the bugged one.
Yep, that's my thought too. Is okay, figure out which one's which and get rid of it. I was sitting here for a while now, going, this health bar looks a little weird. And all of a sudden, I'm moving them around a little bit as I'm trying to sort you guys out again on the top, and it's like, wait, there's actually another token. Here.
Did you already delete it?
Yep.
Okay, because I don't see it on the stream or whatever I was about to say.
Well, the thing is, he's got a separate thing that he's doing the stream with on his DM account, I think.
Okay.
Actually, I'm using the DM account on both things,
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah, I'm making sure to keep a little more active on the Firefox because last time I accidentally ignored it a little bit. And it's like, oops. Anyway,
I wouldn't be surprised if you having two instances of the thing open might be what caused that token to bug out, but
or might cause it to come back.
Right. So we're gonna walk through the desert.
yeah.
Okay.
With a horse with no name.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because we can't really afford horses, because we can't really afford much of anything.
One other thing I need to check on, and okay, I'm not sure where to look for this either. If it's something somewhere special, where do we have food and water at?
Oh. Right.
He does have rations. I'm not sure how much rations he has.
Oh yeah.
It'd be under. Yeah, let me check. What does he have? A priest pack or
He had an explorer's pack.
explorer's pack? Let me look that up.
I know you guys have a little bit extra left over from previous ventures, but yeah.
Yeah, it will be hard to hunt in the desert, actually.
Yeah, here it is. Explorer's pack. It has hell of a time. 50 feet of hempen rope. My contacts are acting up right now. It's not a good time. Strapped to his side. 10 days rations.
10 days rations, okay.
Where the heck is the price for 10-day rations, though? Well, I'm trying to figure out.
Let me look under equipment, I think.
So Theobald's good for a couple days.
Is 5 silver per ration.
For like 10 days, or
1 day. 1 day of
Oh, 1 day.
ration is 5 silver.
2 days would be a gold.
Yeah, pretty much.
Where did you find that in the... Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's literally under freaking equipment. That is weird.
Well, I was searching it on D&D Beyond, so. Yeah. So how long is a trip to the ruins?
Honestly, you guys don't know for sure.
Ooh.
You just know you're gonna head out there and go looking for stuff.
Like, what do we have left over? Bear meat? Or... No, wait, we didn't kill a bear.
Yeah, you killed a bear. I would argue for the three of you, you probably have at least an additional 3 or 4 days worth of bear meat left over that you cooked that night.
Right.
And he's got 10 days of rations. So the main thing we need to worry about is we should each be buying a water skin
Right, water skin.
and filling it, which costs 2 silver.
2 silver? Okay.
I'm still trying to find out where the gear is so I can find where the rations is.
Are you looking at the PDF?
I'm looking at the physical copy.
Oh. It's rations are on page 150.
Okay, I'm looking at the right page then.
Rations are on like the right hand side. Wait. Yeah, it's they're on the right hand side, and yeah, it's in alphabetical order, so it's like on this lower half, in between robes and ram. You're looking at the 5e player's handbook, right?
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, wow, that's expensive for rations. But I suppose actually being out in the middle of the desert, it would be expensive anyways.
Well, it's also
be
because
honest.
rations aren't regular food. They don't go bad like at the same rate regular food does.
That's true. It's meant for traveling.
Yeah. Like regular food's cheaper because it doesn't need to stay fresh.
I'm gonna buy a water skin.
That's what I'm doing as well.
Water skin, yeah, it's 2 silver.
That's
And
two
we should be able to fill it in the river for free without having to worry about anyone bothering
There's
us
a river.
about
There's a local well in the area just right outside the tavern, anyways. So either way. So
it. Oops. There we go. I'm not gonna buy rations because we got 3 days worth of bear meat left.
Right. But
But the water is the one thing you're really concerned about in the freaking desert.
I'm gonna buy 10 days rations. So that'd be 5 gold. And just in case the bear meat doesn't last us the trip.
okay, what the hell?
I'm willing to scavenge. It's a bad idea, but I'm
Oh,
willing
wait.
to scavenge for food.
No wonder. Okay. Sitting here, wondering why I'm not seeing anything.
What you couldn't you still haven't found rations in the book?
I'm trying to search up skins for a quick drag and drop. There we go.
Oh, water skin. I literally just added it and typed it in because I didn't want to get the character sheet back out of the. But I don't think I can drag and drop when I got the popped out character sheet.
Right.
Oh, thinking.
I
Let's see.
think I've done drag and drop on popped out, but I can't remember for sure.
Right.
Oh yeah, I just did it. I didn't realize you could do that actually. I just gotta drag it down to the
And it's two silver
the
for a
taskbar.
water skin.
Yeah.
yeah.
Alright. And
Now I gotta delete the extra one I added because I don't need 2 of them.
I'm sorry, I'm still laughing about that whole incident in the end.
Oh, the chaos we caused for no good reason. Though it was also partially to cover up your problem. Like I was planning on trying to sell the wand to somebody anyhow, but
That couldn't have gone any better than that. That was fun. No, I think it would have been funny if we encountered another Avatar spider with use one smiles on it and just looked at us like, "What did you just do to me?"
oh, dang it.
I'm guessing Garoth bought some rations.
Joe, he's buying some rations just in case. Because I'm still not even sure how far I want you guys to travel for it either, to be honest.
Hmm.
Let's see, actually, I think it's partially going to depend upon how long it takes for you guys to find it. So, alright. You get a whole bunch of water skins, you get a whole bunch of rations, just in case. It takes a while. And then I assume you guys
hold
just
on
start
to the, I
heading
hold
north.
on to the bear meat and snarl at everybody.
My bear meat! Nah.
And Velena's just gonna go, so undignified. And then as she walks around, she's gonna take one last look at the waitress and just wave bye bye.
She's still stuck smiling, or
No, now she's just literally freaked out by the crazy white dressed lady. And is just kind of cowering in the back room somewhere.
if I was, like I was just thinking how screwed up it would have been with like right after Elena says bye bye, if Azina just like slapped the waitress on the ass on the way out.
Actually, I think what would be more messed up is Elena goes. She goes to the innkeeper and goes, "I'd like to make a complaint and complain about the waitress." And he goes, "Would you like to smile?" Yeah.
Theobald's probably wondering what the
Why
hell he got
so
himself into.
serious? Smiles. By the way, the one that smiles, I assume it doesn't recharge.
I don't know actually.
I think it's like a common magic
Because it's not in the compendium. So like
It's probably Xanthar's. I'll look it up.
it probably will recharge as long as he doesn't run it dry in a single day and
Let me
cause
look
it
it
to
up.
disintegrate.
One mile. Here it is. I love D&D Beyond.
Has
Here it
5
is. Magic
charges as
items.
an action. You can expend a
3
charge.
charges. DC 10 charisma saving throw.
Oh, I didn't even do
Roll.
the saving throw, so well.
Yeah, but regular civilians don't really have proper stats to make a saving throw.
Yeah, they probably have half the stats of you guys anyway. Regains 1d4 plus 1 expended charges daily at dawn.
Right, so it doesn't have
So
as
as
many
long as he
charges
doesn't
as
overuse
Web.
it, he'll have that one for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, because if he runs it out, there's a chance it'll disintegrate.
But I do think I do have this funny picture in my head that Lynn does all this creepy stuff, but she cleans it up afterwards. So every time she runs down to tell the manager what happened. He comes up and sees nothing every time.
Fucking spooking the customer. Stop it. All right. So
Stop yelling about skulls! What is wrong with you, woman?
Okay, so you guys all head out to the north.
All right.
And
Yeah. So
We start banging some coconuts together. Dun, 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 dun.
we don't have skull. We don't have coconuts, but we have skulls.
Oh God!
oh god, the necromancer's now in the middle of the group clapping some skulls together, and you start seeing teeth fly. So you start heading to the north. So I want you all to start rolling some survival. Who's got the highest survival?
Probably the cleric, if I'm gonna be honest.
Probably the cleric or the barbarian.
Right.
I got nothing in survival.
Survival, is that wisdom or intelligence?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
It's quite possibly the cleric, even without any extra.
Yeah.
Actually, is there something other than survival that might work?
History?
Nature.
Nature could work, and history could work. So actually, I think this is one where people can pick and choose something that might work to see if they can find something.
Right.
Because there's definitely it's a big multiple choice on this one. So I think that we'll see what people can roll, and we'll decide on
How about...
Ozzy, I already rolled a 21.
that. Let's keep rolling and see what you get, though, as an average.
Yeah,
This is basically what I'm going to do. This is I'm going to average it out and see how well you guys do.
ugh.
Ugh.
Oof.
Alright,
And
cleric, you're
Garoth
on.
needs to roll. Let's see what he's got that could be useful.
Sorry, God.
Let's pray he rolls high for you guys. Otherwise, you kind of hit middle of the road there. Got +2 in that. Got +1 in that. Yeah, this is probably going to be the best one, so... How do I... Oh, that's not it. Okay, now the sheet's just being laggy and weird.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that there can be lag issues when you're managing more than one character sheet. I had that happen when I was running the full Radiance
I'm
one.
trying to make it roll survival and I'm not sure how to do that.
You just click
Oh,
on
actually,
survival.
I just have the thing. I need to check the pencil. Yep, there we go. Oh, nice!
Whoa!
So Theobald gets kind of a general idea. Azina is just sadly lost without a map. Meanwhile, Velena and Geralt just kind of go where Theobald was going and just like, yeah, over that way. And you just start marching off in a random direction.
I just kind of picture Azina just like munching on a piece of bear meat, crying because she doesn't know where she's going.
She's away from the river and now she's lost without a map. Alright, so I'm gonna actually do an extra side thing here. Secret for GMs. Secret little offside dice roller. Thank you, Wizards, for still having that on your website for whatever reason. Okay, I want to say you get to about midday and you guys definitely see a ruin, but it's obviously a ruin that looks like it's been cleaned up and has been examined lately. But it seems like you're kind of on the right track. And given that, you get another chance to look around. Oh yeah. So as you're carefully looking around, matter of fact, Geralt kind of helps Velena to help climb on top of the ruin that's already been cleaned up. And the pair of you are just kind of literally just scouting around. And the both of you almost simultaneously just spot this other weird structure amidst the rocks and sand and start marching everyone that direction. I want to say you get there, but it's very late in the evening and it doesn't feel quite right going in there. The outside of this thing, you can just barely make out the entrance, and it's only because you got lucky and spotted stuff even from a distance.
Right.
Should we make camp for the night and wait till it's daytime to go in?
Yeah, we should make camp.
I'd be for that, and Geralt's like, yeah. I don't know about trying to run to a place like that in the middle of the night. Matter of fact, he's still like eyeing it up, very curious, but at the same time, like almost having that maul ready because he's just like, I don't fucking trust this. This looks creepy.
I feel like the building's gonna leap at me.
Well, basically what you can make of the structure is that it's stone inlaid essentially almost into the cliffside nearby. And
Right.
The stone in itself is particularly weird because it's a lot darker in color than anything else around. Like the previous ruins you actually almost made this thing out from. A lot of these old ancient ruins are just this really weird dark stone color. It's almost a charcoal gray, but there's still a little bit of like brown in it and stuff.
Right.
I was gonna say, because of the time, should we like maybe save going in for like next time we do this?
We actually, yeah, since we went into such extended stuff with searching and selling stuff before you guys left, yeah, I guess I'm not against you guys wanting to take a break and stop here for now if you want.
Okay.
Because we're only a half hour away from when we'd normally stop for the night.
Actually, how about this? I'll have one more thing happen for you guys.
Okay.
So, you decide to camp out for the evening. Make a little fire. Nothing too big to get anyone's attention outside. But while you're sitting there having your little camp, you do start to hear something strange from the building.
Oh.
Does Valenus notice anything strange?
Hmm?
Does Valena notice anything strange other than noise?
Well, you can only hear the noises right now, and it's very hard to see, especially without any lights. All you got is the campfire, and even the campfire you made sure was at least several feet away from that entrance.
It's coming from inside the building,
Mm-hmm.
and we are not going in there in the dark.
Yeah, Valena's just uh clutching her little skull altar in her bag, saying her prayers, just shaking and kind of terror, just going.
But yeah, you just hear this. First, it just sounds like unusually loud scraping sounds, but then you just hear this strange, long, monstrous growl coming from within the cavern, within this stone hallway, if you will, that it seems to go into the darkness with. With that particular growl, I might add, I just rolled for whether or not he'll do something, and Geralf takes one of the burning logs and just chucks it down into the
Oh shit!
open um, hallway door that you have staring at you. And as it bounces down there, you do make out a shape. It is black, like midnight black, almost shiny. It's got wings and a tail and very long claws and a pair of horns on the top of its head. The features are completely slick smooth. And as the flames still flicker behind it, you can still see it slowly moving, and you hear another unearthly growl coming from whatever this creature is. It's apparently now aware that's been heard and noticed, and it's now watching you back.
I go, well, Elena's no longer the most demonic thing here.
Yeah, the
Valena
barbarian, the
just
barbarian by way is already immediately clutching the maul,
Valena just
and
kind
the
of
cleric is
looks.
pulling out his long sword. He's not even, neither one of them are sure
Valena,
what's going to hurt this, but they're already looking at this thing like, holy shit, fucking demons.
yeah, Valena's just clutching her little altar bag, just going. That's not funny.
I quickly whip out the wand of web and just generate a web in the
In the doorway.
the
All right.
doorway between us and it. Let me see if I can I gotta find the actual spell in the compendium.
Can't believe I accidentally that. All right.
Let's see.
Oh boy.
Massive web, sticking web.
All right. Come on. There we go. Spells, web. I believe it's.
Actually, I can cast the web directly on top of it. I guess.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a saving throw, so it
It
doesn't.
has to make a dex saving throw if it starts its turn in the webs. If it fails, it's restrained as long as the webs remain or until it breaks free.
All right, I'm doing a quick check, and it looks like it probably failed. Yeah, checking for bonuses. Yeah, I rolled an 8.
Oh, and the webs are flammable.
Well, the torch is behind it by a foot or two.
I know, but that doesn't mean we can't do something else.
Oh, okay.
We could
that's
light
what
it
you
on
mean.
fire. We could light it on fire and do. If we light it on fire, it does 2d4 damage to the creature. It probably won't be stuck in the web anymore, but
It'll be burning.
so the question is: so are we switching to like a combat screen, or are we just gonna do this on
This
here?
is pretty much going to be roughed a bit. I don't really have a combat screen ready for this. This is something I wanted to throw out there just because I want a little something to at least end it on.
You got a token for the monster at least?
Oh, I can pull that out. Here. Gotta get back to the right tab. Matter of fact, actually, I'm just gonna go right here.
All right, let's see.
Oh, that's freaky looking.
By the way, we might roll for this later, but at least one or more of you know these things by name. They're known as night gaunts. As far as anyone is aware, anyone who knows what these things are knows they are not natural.
Right. So, you gonna bring the turn order thing up so we can roll, or
That's true, yeah. Where is it actually?
It's the
clock?
yeah.
Clock. Oh, there it is. Does it have a modifier? Checking really quick. What affects
Your initiative? It's I think
No.
it's your dex plus yeah, it's just your dex. It's your dex modifier.
Okay.
Unless
Yeah.
unless you have something special that gives you a thing to add to it. Like me, the fact that I get like an extra thing because I have Jack of all trades. Wow, it went before everybody. It still has to make a saving. Oh, you already rolled its saving throw though to see if it would.
Yeah, I rolled his saving throw, so that was probably his first action, and he is thoroughly caught in that web that you cast on him with the wand.
Like
Which
I
gives
think if anybody,
gives everyone pretty much a free action to run up there as
Yeah.
quickly as possible.
I think if any of us had been in melee range, he could have probably swiped at us.
Mm-hmm.
But none of us are close to him when it's his turn, so he's just fucked.
Yeah, so he just screeches and is clawing at the web and is unable to break free.
I kind of look at Garroth and I say, throw another flaming log at him.
He looks a little bit confused, but tries to go for it. He quickly goes back to the campfire, grabs another one of the decent-sized logs, and takes a throwing pitch at it. Which I believe this is a strength check?
Yeah, I guess. Or an athletics check.
This is like some sort of like improvised weapon. kind of deal.
Athletics check, I'd say, to see if it can actually, you can actually successfully hit the web with it.
Athletics. Oh wow, yeah, he's got a nice athletics.
You actually still have his advantage for his rage turned on from last time.
Do I? Oh, I do. Let's reroll that. Went higher. Alright. Yeah, so he pitches that and looks like it hits him because let me double check his stats. Oh yeah, he does not have that high of an armor. So yeah, it smacks the creature and immediately starts on fire. So how much damage is that?
2d4.
2. Roll. And you got a total of 3.
Wow.
Got a total of 3 fire damage on them. But I think unless it takes its turn to put out the fire, it keeps burning every round, doesn't it?
Let me look.
Well, I mean, it's trapped in a web that's on fire, so as long as it's in that web of fire.
I think the web immediately burns. It's whether or not he catches on fire.
Yeah, it burns away within 1 round. But it's still.
So I rolled to see if it doesn't catch on fire. I rolled a 2. So yeah, I'm gonna say he at least gets 1 more extra round of burning. That was a miserable failure on the creature itself.
Right.
Because that was a small amount of burning, but yeah, that was like, yeah, it's been caught up by fire and it's still going now. He's not in a happy place. I'm gonna say with all the running around and grabbing an extra log, Actually, whose turn is it going to be next?
Would be me unless that didn't count as Geralt's turn.
Well, I'm going to say that's Geralt's turn, but he spent most of it chucking that extra log, so he maybe got like halfway to the creature. Which is fine because the creature's on fire now, so now it's your turn.
Right, let's see.
Because talking is technically considered a free action.
You know what? Considering how mean this thing is, and none of us are close. None of us are close enough to get caught in the radius. Like, I'm gonna move a little bit closer, and then I'm gonna cast Shatter.
Okay, give me a second. I want to check something here. Okay. I have its stats written on another icon elsewhere, so I'm gonna...
Needs to make a DC 12 Constitution save, or take a full damage.
Just a second. So it'd be... now, and he needs to make a what check now?
12 difficulty Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. Oh boy, you better hope he rolls low. He's not actually bad at that.
Yeah, but he'll still take
15.
So he takes 9 damage instead of 18.
Okay. 9 damage instead of 15. Okay.
9 instead of 18, because it
Instead of
would have been 18. Takes half damage if he saves.
All right. He's taking all this damage, but he doesn't seem that worn out. At least not yet. With that, it's Theobald's turn. He's never seen a creature like this before, so he's going to go in with whatever his strongest weapon is. I think that might be his sword.
Yeah, sword's stronger than a mace, unless you're using something that's weak against bludgeoning.
Mm-hmm. So bringing him up here. Yep, long sword, and he is going to go for versatile because he can, and it gives him a nice bonus to mess him up. Ooh, 24 to hit, that hits. And a...
Total is 12 damage because it's a crit.
Ooh. Oh, wow, yeah, that's right, that is a crit. Yikes. Okay,
It already added the crit damage, so that's 12 total.
Okay, yeah, with that particularly hard smack from the cleric, the creature does seem to be slowing down a little bit now, at this point. It's taking quite a bit of damage, but it's still rolling. Which brings us to Valena.
Elena?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I'm probably going to use a cantrip because we may face more of these in the future. So I am thinking in Toll of Dead.
So it has to make a DC 13 on...
I believe it's Wisdom.
Wisdom, okay.
Or it's a Dex. No, I'm thinking of some other spell that's Dex. Sacred Flame. Toll of Dead is Wisdom, I believe. Or I can look it up real quick.
Yeah, because I'm not sure what stat I'm supposed to be rolling under. He might have just made it unless it's something that's a detriment to him.
Okay, why is it not? Oh, you know what? Just go to spells. And
Yeah, I don't think it's...
Toll of Dead. Here it is. It is a Wiz save.
A wisdom
Wisdom save. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just barely skirts by and gets a 13.
13. Then nothing happens.
Yep.
If he already taken damage, it would have been a D12.
He has taken damage.
No, I mean if he failed to save and already
Oh.
taken damage, he would have to roll a D12
Failed
for
save
damage.
and take a damage. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so now it's the creature's turn. He's pissed off that he got set on fire, but he's even more pissed off that this short bearded guy, this slightly bearded guy, just came up and walloped him one over the head. So he's going to attack him next.
Is he going to take fire damage again though before he?
Oh,
gets
that's
his
right.
turn?
We're going to do the fire damage. It was 2d4.
Yeah.
Ooh, this time it hurts a little bit more. Yeah, you before the fire passes away this turn, you see it actually take a nice extra little sudden burst, and this creature screeches with annoyance and anger. That was not happy. That was 7 damage.
Ooh.
Yeah, he almost took max on the second round of that. But yeah, it's still what the cleric did to him pissed him off a lot more, despite how annoying the fire is. So he's going to try and claw for him, and he has 2 attacks. Let's see here. He's going to go for a claw, and all of a sudden, as he also gets close, you suddenly see that completely smooth face suddenly pull apart to see the massive fanged jawline come snapping at him too. Let's see here. Both of these get +4 to hit. 7 plus 4, that's nothing. Double checking how much he's got for armor class. Oh yeah, 17. Yeah, that didn't even hit him. First jaw snap comes down and he blocks it easily with the shield, and then comes the claw. And the claw just rakes again against the shield as Theobald's just like, oh shit, oh shit! As this thing just comes at him and he just barely blocks everything, and the creature sounds even more annoyed that he's constantly getting blocked now. To which we finally get Geralf in for this one. He's now within range, and I believe it's time to try out the trusty new maul on something a little bit more fleshy. And as a matter of fact, since he's running into combat, he is going to also rage, so he gets advantage. He hits, but not for much.
Well, 9 damage isn't that bad.
Alright.
He rolled a 1 and a 5, so he rolled minimum on one and almost max on the other.
So it balances out.
But even then, with that particular smack, you actually hear what sounds like might be bones cracking inside the creature as it takes a nasty hit and screeches again through now once again invisible lips.
Alright.
And with that, we're back to Azina.
I rush forward and take a swing with my greatsword. Ooh!
Smack. Okay. So, where are you gonna hit him?
Chest? Actually,
Alright.
how tall is this thing?
This thing is basically the normal size of a human, roughly between 5 and 6 foot tall.
In that case, I'm probably aiming for its head. I was imagining it being taller than me.
Nah, he's not that much taller than an average human. So you're aiming for his head. As you just roll for the hit, you hit the horn and it just cleaves right through the center of its head. As the creature just snarls out and then just falls over as black ichor just pours out of the huge wound as half its head is now missing. And with that, you enter your first conflict with one of the few creatures you now know must exist inside of the ruins you have just found.
I just kind of look down at it and I go, well, I'm pretty positive we're not going to eat that.
Even at the thought, the barbarian just is like, ugh. Kind of kicks the corpse over and, gonna leave that be for now. And even the cleric is just looking at that like, what the fuck did I just block? It was crazy enough that he blocked it because that looked particularly nasty, especially when it suddenly just parted to reveal a mouth all of a sudden for a moment. and then looks at the claws that almost went for him as well, and even double checks his shield, and sure enough, he sees a few little scrape marks on it, but nothing severe.
I kind of look at Theobald and Garroth, and I go, I vote we burn that thing.
I'd be voting for that too. What do you say? And Geralt just quietly nods and starts heading behind it to grab the feet. With the torch, with one of the logs still burning in the hallway, you can tell that there's nothing coming, at least not for the moment.
Right. It's probably also a little bit of embers from the burnt web.
Mm-hmm. Well, the web went up pretty quickly, but yeah, there's probably a few strings still burning along the sides of the wall from the big web you cast on it. The two guys eventually pick up all four limbs and carry it over to the fire and just start to just slowly ease it over on top of the campfire and just gonna set it in a bigger blaze now. Whatever this thing is, it's made of meat and it's flammable, but damned if it ain't ugly.
Yeah. This is not a body I want to leave lying around. That's how unnatural it is.
I'm more curious about this black ichor. Does it do anything bad?
No, it just seems to be like this oily, nasty, thick blood.
I was saying that in character.
And I'm saying that is your kind of question that no one seems to really have an answer outside of it looks like just nasty, thick blood.
Mm.
Doesn't seem to be eating through anything, doesn't seem to be anything that's harmful to touch, but you definitely don't want it on you. It just feels wrong. You're trying to just wipe it off on anything just to get it off of you.
Yeah. Yeah, which is there like any any bushes or anything near here? I'm assuming there's because we
There's a little bit of shrub here and there. It's a
basically-
desert,
I-
but it's not completely devoid of life.
Yeah. I just wiped the freaking blood off of my sword on like one of the plants.
Theobald does the same, and Geralt doesn't have to worry. He just kind of bludgeoned it a bit and didn't really cut it open.
Yeah.
So you let burn, and I'm assuming after a little nightmarish scenario like that, you're all gonna start taking shifts for the rest of the night.
Yeah, I think that's definitely what we're gonna do.
So with that, we're gonna leave that there for today, and we'll pick this up next time. So thanks to everyone watching the stream or the VODs later on. Hope you enjoyed, and do check out the tidbits below if you want to help out the channels you're watching. Otherwise, do not hesitate to like if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you all next week or the week after for more Conan.
Yeah, see you.